Before the video starts, I just really want to apologize for the shit exposure and lighting. I tried fixing it, but did not work, so I'm gonna have to stop recording with HDR on my phone so that gets fixed.
If you're clicking on this video, I don't expect you to be like most people. Because to be realistic, most people have an escape plan, a way out, a plan B, whatever you'd like to call it. And that is one of the main reasons why most people will never make it. They'll keep one foot in the door and one foot out, always being aware and always looking for the nearest exit. But real success? It happens when you enter a door which you cannot close. When you step forwards knowing that there's no way back. That is when things actually change. And that is when progress is actually made. The reason being that once you step into that room, failure isn't an option. You don't get to quit when you're tired now or when you don't feel like doing it. Now you have to figure it out. That's the main difference between those who make it and those who don't. One side of them commits, the other side hesitates. And hesitation is the fastest way to lose. Think about that for a second. Let this sink in. Open the fucking door, let this sink in. The most dangerous person in the room is not the one who's prepared. It's the one who has no choice but to succeed. No other path but success. An animal which is cornered by its hunter fights a lot harder than one who has the choice to get up and leave at any moment. Hernan Cortez burned his ships. Alexander the Great marched forwards with no retreat. If there's something that they understand, which most people don't, it's that if you leave yourself with an option to leave, you're going to take it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually, when things get hard enough, when the rubber band is about to snap, you will break if you have the royalty of an exit. How many times have you said you've wanted something, but you never worked hard enough for it? You left yourself a way out. How many times have you promised yourself that you'd commit to it and that you'd do it every single day of your life? But deep down, you knew that you were going to fail. Deep down, you knew that you didn't have to do it because you felt that there was a way out no matter what. That is the mistake. You want results, but you refuse to trap yourself into the process. You want to win, but you refuse to take away the option of losing. And that is why you'll fail. That is why you'll stay stuck. If you're actually serious about succeeding and achieving what you want to, you need to cut the rope. You need to burn the bridge. Remove the safety net. Take off the harness. Make failing impossible. Because when you have no way out, you will find a way forwards. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." When the only option is to move forwards, you will find a way. You will reason with your mind and stop hesitating. You'll stop doubting yourself and believe that you actually can succeed. Hesitation is the luxury of the comfortable. And comfort, well, we all know comfort is where you go if you want to kill your ambition, if you want to fail to achieve your dreams. So how can you practically apply this to your real life? How can you find that door which you need to open, which cannot be closed? One of the biggest psychological tricks is to publicly commit to it. Say it out loud. Tell everyone around you that you will succeed and you will hit this goal. Make this goal of yours real. When you keep things private, it's so easy to just back out because the only person you're failing is yourself. And we've clearly gone through the fact that you don't care for yourself at this point. When you make it public, you have something to appear for. You have a reason to keep striving. Secondly, I want you to remove your safety net. Stop keeping a fail-back option just for when things don't work out. If you expect to fail, which you are if you have a plan B, if you have something behind you to support you, you're expecting to fail. And when you expect to fail, you fail. If you're being sent off to war, you don't pack for peace. You also need to move with a purpose. Don't just blindly step into everything. Have set goals. Have a meaning to do these things. Every single action you take should reinforce your decision. Stop half-assing everything, half-committing to everything. If you're in, you have to be fully in. You have to come to terms with the fact that you will find hardship, you will struggle, and you will want to quit. Most people spend their whole life knocking on doors that they're never going to walk through. They wait for the right time, and they keep waiting until they feel ready. The second that you step into that room and shut that door behind you is the day that you become the person who's going to make it work. So open that door and make fucking sure that it never closes behind you.